Hello and welcome to another update video about the DXY. Quite a bit of volatility in the last few days, but still the DXY is hovering around the $104, $105 mark. So we haven't really had any significant movements, and I'm still looking at my forecast of at least one more low for the DXY before a larger recovery can begin. Looking at the weekly chart, we have here the scenario that this is really the long-term chart, that in 1985, we peaked in a wave 3. We then had a very long ABC correction in a wave 4 to the downside that bottomed in 2008. And then it took 14 years to move up here in a wave 1 of a wave 5, because there will be a wave 5. Now that will probably take a while to play out, to be honest. But yeah, we have most likely, and that is my primary expectation, finished this wave 1 of this yellow wave 5, which would belong to that wave 3, that wave 4. So in a leading diagonal, 5 waves to the upside, we have most likely finished the wave 1 back in October, which means we are now in a wave 2 correction. So these 5 waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finished off a wave 1 of 5, and we're now looking at an ABC correction in a wave 2. A, B, C. That's my primary expectation. Now let's zoom in to the DXY. There is also a short-term bullish scenario that is not primary, and in the short term it would move very similar to this sort of bearish scenario where we're looking at a wave 2. Very long term, obviously bullish on the DXY, because the idea is if you have a 1-2 setup here, that the next move will be a wave 3, but that will take a while to play out. The wave 3 would be very bullish. But at the moment, this looks like 5 waves are complete and we're going to move down in wave 2. But it could be that the high here marked only a wave 3. We're now coming down in a 4 and would move up in one more high in a wave 5. That is not my primary expectation, but it's possible. And in the short term, it would move very, very similar to this scenario where we are expecting very shortly a B wave recovery. So if the recovery is a B wave or a wave 5, which would make another high, short term doesn't really matter. And we will be able to pick up the right structure on the way to the upside. So I'll keep you aware. On the daily chart, you can see that from this wave 4 low from May 21, we've moved up in 5 waves. In my opinion, this finished off this wave 5 of wave 1. And we're now coming down in this ABC correction in a wave 2. That wave A, in my opinion, is nearly finished. I have no evidence that it's finished yet. But that's many weeks ago when we talked about it could have topped here, yeah, because we were at around $112. And I said if we drop below $110, I think it was at the time the channel support, then we're most likely going to come down sort of into the $100 region. And there we are, just a few weeks later. So anybody who watched my videos back then will know that. And we're looking in this wave A of 2. We're looking at an ABC correction, A, B, C. I think we're in the C wave. I did explain the shorter time frame wave count in previous videos extensively. It hasn't changed at all. We're still waiting here for probably one more low, in my opinion, yeah. And in this C wave here, we had a wave 1, we had a wave 2, we had a wave 3, a wave 4, and we're now most likely in this 5th wave. That could have one more low. It doesn't need one more low, but the ideal support level would be sort of around the $102 level. We broke out of the descending wedge, but that is not necessarily bullish yet. Yeah, we had a bit of a fake out before here, for example. The move of the low is so far corrective. I have only 3 waves up, which means at the moment the risk is quite high that we will lose the low and will make one more low in that $102 region as expected. Could we go up already? Yes, we could. And I've been telling you that for a few days now, but it's not primary expectation yet. And so far this has worked out because we have dropped lower and lower and lower. I will not change my view until I either see one more low and then see a little bit of an evidence that we are moving up, or until we break above $106. This breaking above this blue wave 4 would be the first evidence that a low is in. So it's the $106 level. And then a break above 108 would provide further evidence. And then we could move up in a wave B Yeah, probably in the $112 region, maybe even a little bit higher, maybe even to channel resistance here. That could take us all the way up to maybe $114, $115, to be honest, in a B wave. But yeah, other than that, I'm still waiting for possibly one more low. Currently, the move up, as I said, it's only in 3 waves so far. There's no 5 waves here. We have maybe an A, B, C, and this could be a 1, 2. There would be followed by a 3 down, a 4, and a 5. So, you know, the micro counts leave several interpretations, but certainly nothing bullish and no change really to the previous video. And yeah, the downtrend is still in place unless we break above $106, which I'm open to because basically my scenario has been fulfilled, but I still would like to see one more low ideally. Doesn't need to, but it just looks like that right at the moment. We're still below that trend line as well. Yeah, maybe the very first indicator that a low is in might be a break above that trend line. You could even argue this might be a small inverse head and shoulders here, but this is pure speculation until it works out. You could say here, you know, we've got a bit of a left shoulder here, a head, and this might be a right shoulder here, and then we might break out and move up, but this at the moment is pure speculation until that trend line really breaks. So that should make clear my expectation about the DXY. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like to support the channel, then maybe check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.